Hello and welcome to the Blitz. I'm your host, David Lee. For loyal viewers, you're probably noticing some changes. It's a new season, so we've produced a new look to make it a better experience for you, and we're working to make the weekly content we produce better than ever. With that, let's get into the action. Season openers typically produce a surprise or two, considering we're getting accustomed to what teams have on the field. And that was true of this past Friday, especially in South Carolina. The one that stands out most was South Aiken and Silver Bluff. The Thoroughbreds ran over the Bulldogs 55-0 behind the athleticism of Tansy Richardson and Harold Hilton. Combine that with the arm of Cody Boynton, and South Aiken could be a team to watch going forward. At the same time, it's a bit of a wake-up call to Silver Bluff. It's the biggest losing deficit for the Bulldogs in many, many years. They have the pieces to put together a great season, but the first game shows there's work to be done. Also, North Augusta handled Lakeside in their opener, mostly from a defense that had 4 interceptions and returned 3 for touchdowns. DeJuan Bell did it twice on consecutive drives. The Yellow Jackets defense has really built a presence under Coach Brian Thomas and had Lakeside's quarterbacks flustered throughout the game. Also, Burke County ruined the debut of Grovetown coach Damian Postel by beating the Warriors at their field. Grovetown certainly has the pieces to put together a great season that would be historic for their program, but this first game was a bit of a gauge for Postel to work with. For Eric Parker's Bears, they should again have high hopes after reaching the red zone numerous times with their strong offense against Grovetown.
DriveBaby.com. Click, click.
The last notable game from this past week was a big win on the road for Jefferson County against Savannah Christian, 40-7. Jefferson County is the highest ranked team in the area at 6th in Class 2A after reaching the semifinals last year, and they showed off their talent against a typically strong program. CJ Hales, the Jefferson County quarterback, threw for 245 yards and ran for 50. Looking ahead to this Friday, Burke County will hold its home opener against Statesboro. This one is especially notable because the Bears are making their turf debut. They installed artificial turf in the Bear Den, and it's a very sharp look for one of the best programs in the area. North Augusta's Columbia County slate continues with a trip to Evans. It'll be a tough test for the Knights in their first game of the season. As I said earlier, the Jackets are looking very good on defense these days, and Evans will need to overcome that. They'll look to their quarterback, Levin Lackey, to help lead the offense. Like Evans, this is a very tough test for the Panthers, except Lakeside will be tasked with trying to stop the Warriors' high-flying offense. Other notable games this Friday include Richmond Academy at Westside, Strom Thurmond at Aiken, Lincoln County at McCormick, and Wilson Elko at Silver Bluff. The Augusta Chronicle game of the week is Aquinas at Laney. These two Augusta schools are meeting for the first time since 1975. They played each other 5 times between the 60s and 70s, with Laney winning all 5. But Laney is facing a different Irish program under Coach James Leonard, who's guided them to multiple state championship appearances in recent seasons. It should be a fun matchup for the city, and be sure to check out chronicleprepzone.com for the coverage. All right, we're here with Aquinas coach James Leonard before Friday night's game at Laney, a unique matchup for the area. But before we get to that, briefly, just want to get your thoughts, kind of assessment of this past Friday and what y'all are taking from that.
Yeah, well, we didn't play very well, of course. We got beat pretty good. But, we're a young team with all the graduations and the transfers, so we're still trying to figure it out. Made a lot of mistakes. You take away the kickoff return and the punt return, it's a 14-14 ball game. So we got to just learn from our mistakes. Not necessarily a young team, but a lot of guys that haven't been in key roles playing, so it's going to take a while to break them in, but we feel good about them.